The Smart Money Woman, Episode 3. Hashtag Surviving Emergencies. Episode 3 opens with this voiceover with a view of what I'm guessing is Lagos at night in the background.
We live in a superstitious society. So even when we hear terrible stories of people losing their jobs, women suddenly losing the breadwinners of their households and being forced into relative pennilessness, we think, God forbid, not me. But sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Quote, we live in a superstitious society, so even when we hear terrible stories of people losing their jobs, women suddenly losing the breadwinners of their households and being forced into relative pennilessness, we think, God forbid, not me. But sometimes bad things happen to good people. End quote. Why call it pennilessness and not poverty? People are forced into poverty when breadwinners die. What's with the reluctance to say poverty? This show will do everything it can to avoid engaging with poverty. Then there's that ridiculous closing line about how bad things sometimes happen to good people. Sometimes? Dude, I think we can agree that bad things almost exclusively happen to good people. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This episode is about surviving emergencies, aka the bad things that happen to people. Zuri's mom's house caught fire and some part burned down, but no one got hurt, which is great. Her mom suffered some smoke inhalation, and when they couldn't get Zuri on the phone, they called her brother, who's overseas, who sent money for oxygen. The way that woman says her brother sent the money is almost like it's a criticism of Zuri. Now Zuri feels bad because she has nothing to contribute. There's something really fucked up about a society in which the only way you can contribute is financially. And if you can't, you must feel terrible about it. Now, maybe it makes sense in Zuri's case because the reason she's unable to contribute is because she's been squandering her money. The problem is, the millions watching this show are not Zuri. They're just poor people being shamed for being poor, for being the kind of people who would not have money to contribute in that situation. The types that don't have emergency money ready for when all hell breaks loose. It's interesting to me how the implicit criticism is of Zuri, but not this fucked up capitalist society and the for-profit healthcare system. The focus is on Zuri and not the fact that you have to pay for oxygen. Oxygen! Anyway, Zuri wants to go see her mom but is discouraged from going because sijui tomorrow is Monday, a work day that she should not miss. What is with this film's capitalist propaganda about work ethic? Of course, she should take time off work and immediately go see her mom. There should be no discussion about it, not even seeking permission. Her mother could have died. So what, she isn't hurt? She could have been. That's all that matters. She's fine. That's enough cause for celebration. Enough reason for her to go and see her. Plus, Zuri is neither a doctor, nor a paramedic, nor a nurse. No one will die because she missed work. Capitalist propaganda on work ethic has us really overestimating the value of our jobs and underestimating everything else.